Hey, so I don't know if you realize this, but apparently over 40 million adults are affected by anxiety disorders. And that means that so many people are suffering with anxiety or even just dealing with it. Maybe it's not a chronic anxiety disorder, but it's something that you're dealing with just on an occasional basis. Either way, I am coming to you today to share with you guys some natural ways that you can deal with anxiety. This is not necessarily to replace any type of medication that you're currently on or anything like that. And it's something that, if you are seeing a physician, definitely check with them. But these things are things that you can probably just add in, at least the actual physical actions that I'm going to share with you. Now, later on, I am going to be posting a blog that will have further information like some herbs that you can add that will help, foods that increase anxiety and foods that decrease anxiety, and also some essential oils that help reduce anxiety. So those things will be added into my blog that I will be posting later today. But for now, I'm going to share with you the actual action steps that you can take currently to be able to reduce anxiety in your daily world. So one of the top things is exercise. Believe it or not, just 20 to 30 minutes of exercise, of getting your heart rate up, will reduce anxiety feelings. And not just that, but if you're doing it on a continual basis, it can actually reduce anxiety more long term. And just in the actual relief, like on the day that you're actually doing the exercise, after the 20 to 30 minutes, it can last. That lasting effect of reducing the anxiety feelings can last for several hours afterwards. So it is definitely something that is very simple that you can add into your day just to increase your heart rate for 20 to 30 minutes a day. Another thing is deep breathing. And when I say deep breathing, I don't mean like chest breathing. Like if you put your hands on your, you can't really see my stomach, but if you put your hands on your chest and then one on your stomach, and you take a deep breath in, where are you feeling? Where is your hand moving? Does your hand move more up on your chest, or does it move more on your stomach? And when you're doing the chest breathing, when your hand is moving, that's a sign that you're doing chest breathing. That actually doesn't help as much as when you can actually do like belly breathing. They call it belly breathing. And so you take deep breaths in and you can actually feel your stomach expand, and then exhale and it'll come back down. So that type of deep breathing can help immensely with being able to reduce anxiety in a certain situation. Another way of breathing is called the 4-7-8 breathing, which it's a method that you use. Basically, it is recommended to do it 1 to 2 times a day, or when you're dealing with a particularly stressful situation that is increasing your anxiety level at that moment in time. So what you would do is you exhale all your breath, and then you inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. You hold that breath for 7 seconds, and then you slowly release the breath for 8 seconds. And that will have a peaceful, relaxing feel to your body. You will notice that tension will release when you're doing that, and it becomes difficult to be anxious when you do that style of breathing. Also, another thing that is recommended is to warm up. I know that sounds really silly. Actually warm up your body, like physically warm it up, whether that be in a sauna, a hot tub, a bath, a shower, exercise, gardening, sitting in the sun. But the actual physical feeling of warmth on your body increases your serotonin levels, and it actually decreases the stress, and it gives you like a sense of relaxation. So I don't know if you've noticed that. I mean, everybody's like, oh, you have a stressful day, go take a warm bath. There is actually reason behind that, scientifically. All right, another thing is to take a walk in nature, and specifically in nature, not just around your neighborhood. Unless you live next to a forest and your neighborhood is a forest, then fantastic, you are all set. But basically, the idea is to be surrounded in nature, to be able to smell the trees and the flowers, and to be able to hear like the leaves rustling around you, or like maybe there's a creek or something where you're walking. Just all of that is helping you to be able to basically relax. And it is shown that it actually helps to reduce anxiety levels. Also, meditation. Meditation is super awesome because it really helps you to not like focus on the past or the future, which a lot of times when we are dealing with anxiety, that is really where we are. We're not really in the present. We're focused on what's going to possibly go wrong, or what has gone wrong, and what you could have done to fix it, or what you can do to fix it in the future. So you're not being in the present. Whereas when you're meditating, that is teaching you to be present in the current situation. And also it teaches you how to calm your mind. The last one is actually cognitive therapy. So that was like the #1 recommended type of therapy to utilize when you are working to reduce anxiety. There were multiple different types of therapies, but that is the one that has been researched the most to be the most beneficial in reducing anxiety. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this, I will be sharing a blog later on today that will also have more information about these particular tips. It will include foods that increase anxiety naturally in your body, and foods that decrease anxiety naturally. Also 10 essential oils that you can use to help reduce anxiety, and herbs that you can take to help reduce anxiety also. And again, if you are currently seeing a physician, any of these things, I would imagine that the actions that I just talked about, your physician would be okay with. Obviously, if you're in cognitive therapy, well then they already know. But still, you want to check with your physician before you start implementing any of the other things, especially like the herbs or the essential oils that are mentioned in the blog that I'm going to be posting later on, because some of them are very strong herbs, and sometimes medications can have interactions, and you don't want to have that without being under a physician's observation. All right, well, make sure you check back for that blog later on today. I will link it in the comments below, so if you are on here, make sure that you like it, or like this live, or comment on it so that you'll see when the blog gets posted. I will also just be posting it on my page, and if you have missed any of the other tips that I have given on like inflammation or energy boosting, I think energy boosting, I can't remember if that was one of them, but I know that it was, oh my gosh, I just forgot what I did. It was, I can't remember what I did, and thanks. Hi, Megan. But yeah, so there were a couple other ones that I've already done that were natural remedies, and I know inflammation was one of them, and I don't know why I keep coming back to energy. But anyway, so I have them all on my blog if you want to check back later or check back on there for those, and that is at beverlyschlag.com. And yeah, I appreciate you guys popping on, and I love seeing the hearts and likes and everything, and I will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. All right, bye.